Hey folks, Chris Rich, AZ Fly Shop. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Folks, this is Friday night, April 23rd. We're the night before the grand opening of AZ Fly Shop. It's been an amazing journey getting here. We've had an unbelievable amount of support from the community. I've had a lot of interaction with you people out in social media land, out in YouTube land. Thank you. We love to hear from you. We want to be here to serve you. We got a special guest, John Rohmer, an Arizona fly fishing legend, pure legend. He doesn't like it when I say that to him. I see him out on the water. I tell him he's a legend. He never likes that. However, folks, I'm going to tell you a story. I grew up in Mesa, Arizona, native. And as a young kid, 7 or 8 years old, I used to follow Bob Hirsch. I'd get the Outdoor Almanac. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I would get those and I would read those and study fishing. I was just so enamored with the game. And I got into fly fishing. And Kmart used to have a little fly section. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Kmart had a fly section back in the
Front.
day. Yellow front had a fly
Yates.
section.
Yates.
Yeah, they all had, so I bought a book on fly tying. I bought a little fly tying kit. I saved my money from raking leaves and mowing lawns. And I bought this kit, I bought this book. I'm 7 or 8, 9, 10 years old, something like that. And I start tying up flies. And I get a fly rod. I save my money, get a fly rod. Well, John Rohmer at the time had Arizona fly fishing. It was on Baseline and Mill, right?
Yep.
We lived over by where the Bass Pro Shop is. I don't know, what is that, about 7 miles maybe?
Yeah, 7, 8 miles.
7, 8 mile drive, right? And I've told John this story before. I was about 12 years old and I had a material that I wanted to get. It was in one of the books, but Kmart didn't have it. I find Arizona fly fishing in the yellow pages. The younger generation doesn't know what the yellow pages are,
Right.
but that's what we lived with, right?
I don't even know if they make them anymore.
They don't make them anymore. Yeah. So I find it, I call John Rohmer, I call over to the shop. I'm a 12-year-old kid. I ask, do you have this and how much is it? Yeah, I saved my money. Hey mom, I got my money saved. I talked to these guys at Arizona Fly Fishing. They've got what I need. Could you drive me over there? It's at Mill and Baseline. And my mom looked at me and said, oh, that is too far. That's too far.
Yeah.
Well, you had to drive between like 3 miles of desert between Mesa and Tempe at the time. Anyhow, I ultimately got over there at the shop. They hooked me up. I remember spending a lot of time in that shop as a young teenager. And throughout the years, bought a lot of gear from him, bought a pair of Sims waders probably 17, 18 years ago. I still wear them today. And, now we're ready to open Arizona AZ Fly Shop. And I tell John, if they hadn't been there to foster the obsession that I had as a young kid, I probably am not here today opening up AZ Fly Shop. So I'm just in awe of what he did for me, but for Arizona fly fishing in general.
Yeah. And it wasn't just me. It was a group effort. I had a lot of help.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
You have to. There's no way you're going to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
So John's down. We've got a little open house. A few people coming in tonight. John came all the way down from the mountains. And John, what do you want to say?
Well, I walked through the door and you've got a beautiful shop. You got twice the shop that I had.
Thank you.
We had. It's real nice, and you've got top end, you got low end, you got everything in the middle. So you got all your bases covered.
Right.
And the main thing is you got it. And this is probably the only thing that I really want to say to make sure I get this out is you got to support your local fly shop. There's no way that you're going to get the expertise or the finesse or the knowledge that you're going to get in a local fly shop that you're going to get in a big box store. They're good gentlemen over there. I mean, I know a lot of them that work there. But when you're working in a fly shop, it isn't just your knowledge. It's the people coming through the door. They're going to tell you what was going on at X and X Creek yesterday or X and X Lake yesterday. And you're not going to get that at the big box stores. You're not going to get that on an internet report because that's going to be a week or two old or even 2 or 3 days old. You go into a fly shop, He's going to tell you what they were eating this morning and what they should be eating this afternoon. So make sure you support your fly shop. I can't tell you how many old customers I see out on the water. First thing they say out of their mouth is, "Man, do I miss your shop? Man, do I miss your shop?" You know,
Yeah.
so I know that people will enjoy it. I mean, I miss the fly shop. I miss the camaraderie. I miss the BS with the customers. And
Right.
it wasn't the sales or whatever. I didn't care if you bought anything.
Right.
Just come in and let's talk fishing. You know, I mean, there was a lot of my customers told me this later on. They said they would come in the door and just listen to everybody talking so that they could find out what's going on.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
It's a.
Well, you know, it's. I say it's something neat. It took me a long time to figure out that it's not the fish that I'm after.
No, that's a bonus.
Yeah. But I spent a lot of my life like it was the fish I was after. But it's not the fish I'm after. Listen, my dad's 84. We built a wooden fishing boat about 3 years ago. It took us 10 months. It was an amazing experience. We've always fished since I was a little boy. I remember being 4 years old with my dad on a fishing trip. Mm-hmm. And that connection that we've had through fishing. And people like in this shop, to build this shop, a lot of volunteers are people that I'd met out in the wild somewhere. One time on a fishing trip, we stay connected. I say, we're opening a shop. They say, Chris, I'm going to come help. It's unbelievable the connection that we get through our commonality.
You'll find that the fly fishing industry are good people.
Yeah.
They're good people. They care about the environment. They care about, they're just, I can count the number of people that I didn't care for in 20-something years in one hand.
Right.
They're good people.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Well, you've got ArizonaFlyFishing.com, right?
azflyfishing.net.
azflyfishing.net is his website. And they sell flies that they hand tie. They've got some tires. He's got the semi-seal, the Arizona famous semi-seal material. I mean, world famous. I actually took some Arizona semi-seal leeches when I went to Iceland. Because I took some stuff from Arizona, some zebra midges and this and that. And I've never seen this. And we caught fish on them over there. Oh, can I have these? Yeah, I brought these for you.
Works. It definitely works.
Yeah, they catch fish all over the world.
I sell all over the world. I sell Japan, Europe, Canada, everywhere.
Yeah. And so you can go to his website. You can buy direct from his website. We've got all of this semi-seal material right here in the shop. I think we've even got some of your flies from you. I think our people picked up some flies. I don't even know what you don't know and I don't know that, but somehow
you got a lot of flies. You got a good collection.
We got about 1,100 different flies.
And
we got more coming.
You're buying from good outfits too.
Right.
They're good, solid outfits, American outfits.
Right. We're committed to that. We're committed to having quality work. Also, I appreciate what you said. We're committed to having all of the price points.
Sure.
You know, we want to support whatever level somebody's at. We want to also really be available for that beginner that maybe they've got a child that wants to get into it. Maybe they're just wanting to start, like whatever that is. And we want to be able to teach them and support them. So, John, thanks for coming to the shop.
Thanks for having me.
I am so honored. Seriously honored.
Knock it off.
I know he hates it, but he's made an enormous difference, and he has no idea how much of a difference he's made in Arizona fly fishing. Folks, thanks for watching the video. Grand opening is going to be tomorrow. I know a lot of you are going to be here. The video will probably be posted even after the grand opening, but I wanted to have a little conversation with John Rohmer. I wanted to get it out there. And at AZ Fly Shop, we say the tug is the drug. And if your friends aren't talking to you about AZ Fly Shop, they might not be your friends. Just saying, folks. Hey, we'll see you in the shop. We'll see you on the next video.